And now the starting lineups. Led out by Bossetti, Chirichella. They've certainly got the energy this evening, Navara, and they're going to need it. Remember, they need a 3-0 or a 3-1 win to force a golden set. A 3-2 win or any kind of defeat and they are out of the competition. They will not defend their title in Verona. Stefania Sansona, the libero, that'll start the match. And interestingly, judging by the lineup we've got there and the lineup that's on court, no Britt Herbots on court and no report of an injury either, but we know the impact that she can make on a game. Now Conegliano, Monica Di Gennaro there making her way out onto the court. Such incredible energy. Carla Igor out there. You know she's going to get the ball, but it's defending it that's the problem. Sarah Farr too. So Hill, Igonu, Farr, Volosh, De Cruyff and Adams with Gennaro, the libero. Quality all over the field of play. Lavarini. Final checks from him. He's picked his side and now it's up to the players to go out there and do it. Daniele Santarelli, the beating heart of this Conegliano team. Had the chance to speak to many of their players over the summer, over the lockdown period, and their trust in him is implicit. So it's nearly time. Ivalo Ivanov will put the whistle to his lips. And who will strike first? Remember, Conegliano need 2 sets to book their place in Verona. Navara need to explode out of the blocks. Mackenzie Adams with the first serve, goes at it right-handed. First blood goes to Conegliano, swing from Kimberly Hill, off the block. Nerve settler there for Hill. 6 points for her last week. Mackenzie Adams gets the nod. Didn't start in last week's match, so a real vote of confidence for her. First swing for Igonu. First point for Igonu. Just an injection of power. Chirichella got hands to it, but was not up quick enough. There was a gap between the 2 blocks. Conegliano lead 2-0. Another swing from Hill. Now Navara with the chance from backcourt. Oh, brilliant up from the libero. Hill swings again. Hill finds the gap. What a start she's had. Big attacks from the American outside. Straight over Chirichella. Here's Hancock. Timing a little off there, so Di Gennaro, tip from Hill. Navara off the mark. They really needed that. That service run comes to an end. And up from Igonu there. Feels she could have done better. Here is Caterina Bossetti. Top scorer for Navara last time, 13 points. Flat set this time, quick set. And Conegliano comes straight back. Stinging right hand there from Sarah Farr. And she goes straight back to serve, the Italian international. Huge talent with a big future. Floats that one over. Hot swing, wow. Big overpass, 2-4. Mackenzie Adams. Here is Kirikela. Oh, good serve as well. That forces the overpass, but oh, that's a big miss. That is a big miss. Needed composure there. Now, did Volosh get a touch on this? No, I think she missed it. It was a swat at the net. So here's Igonu then. 3 aces last week. And that's why. Hot service, Samsona. Oh, big block, well kept up. It's smart set. Godek keeps it alive. Now from the backcourt, tipped into space, and Hancock keeps it alive. And Navara's radar a little bit off this morning. They're 4 points behind. And they need to be careful here in the early stages of this first set, because a few more points and it's looking like a long way back. Igonu continues, but that one misses to the left. That high-risk serve comes off with a lot of heat. Now Malvina Smatsek Godek. Dangerous from the service line when she gets momentum. Just floats that one into Hill, who gets it back. He's straight back on the scoreboard. Kimberly Hill is on fire. Great pass into Volosh. And the Navara block has no answer to Kim Hill at the moment. Clean as a whistle. 7-3, Conegliano lead. Better angle this time. Haley Washington. Lovely reverse set and a great angle. Splits that gap in front of Igonu. And now Nika Daldirop. A little short with the pass. Oh, what a swing! They had a lot of work to do there. And it was a great set from Volosh. But Adams, how has she generated that angle? Robin de Cruyff. Always great to see her in the latter stages of a competition like this. Off the block, and Navara stay in touch. Now Washington. Back to the service line. Navara looking to get back in touch here. An important point. Oh, well delivered. Sarah Farr rises high at the net. I'm not sure if that was meant for her or she mistimed the jump, but there was space in front of Smatsek Godek. And Farr finds it. Here's the captain, Asha Volosh. 30 years of age. Looking to take Conegliano to double figures. There's the block. Sarah Farr. Next to Mackenzie Adams. There's no way through. That's the first kill block of the match. Oh, it was Adams. All on her own. 10-5. Right, the pass not great, so this is an opportunity now for Conegliano to extend the lead, which they do. Adams, this time. Oh, that left-hand side, and no surprise, Lavarini calls his first time out of the first set. Conegliano in total control here at the Pala Verde. They lead 11-5.
Poi su Adams rispettiamo quello che abbiamo detto, ma guardate la traiettoria, giocano una palla un pelo più corta per entrare diagonale, la mano destra va bene, il 6 anche mezzo passo 6-5, ok? Oh, aggressivi, vai!
Words of wisdom need to be adhered to. Conegliano 11, Navara 5. The captain returns to the service line. One ace last week. Managed 2 blocks as well. Very efficient work at the net from Volosh. And now this Conegliano block just starting to tick. Forcing the tip. And a little bit of confusion at the net, and Navara back in the game. Important that they won that point following the timeout. Lovely little roll there. Maybe that hand on it from Mackenzie Adams stopped Kim Hill from getting there. But 6-11, important point. Here's Misha Hancock. Swings that left hand well up from the libero. Great pass. And it does not take Conegliano long to get the service back. What about this pass from De Gennaro? Not a lot of chance for Hancock to return that. Adams with the service. Here's Sansona. De Gennaro's underneath it. Oh, Igonu just caresses that ball into space. I think Navara might be surprised by how little ball she's had off the setting of Volosh so far. She has been precise. 13-6. Now Hancock. Punch too long. Kirikela. (14-6). This is not looking good for Navara. Santarelli said they had 1 foot in the final. Now I think they've got 1 foot and a few toes. But here's a chance from backcourt. One for De Gennaro to chase, which she does. And now Igonu. That was blocked, and they'll have another go at this. Always worth keeping the ball alive. Especially when that's the outcome. Malvina Smartsek Godek off the net tape. Wide of the court. De Gennaro chasing a lost cause. And with that, Smartsek Godek takes a break. Hancock, right the way across court. That's better. And that is Herbots. She's been quiet. Hiding away there. On the outside, she announces herself in the game. It's an 8-point deficit. A 9-point deficit. Kim Hill again. She looks in fantastic form. Is Giulia Gennari then? Replacement setter. Came on last week as a specialist server. Well scrambled there by Imoco. Hill again. Off the block, so Conegliano reset. Robin to Cruyff. Robin to Cruyff at the net opens up a 10-point lead for Conegliano. Big gaps in the block. Daniela Santarelli loving life. Second timeout called.
Non è un problema adesso, ma lavoriamo per migliorare il nostro gioco subito. Se lei gioca un sovrapposto con palla perfetta, mette un taglio lì e fa punto, quello lì è il punto che può fare. State pronte sulle altre cose. Quando ti butti per aiutare vai verso la palla invece che buttarti verso l'esterno. Ragazzi, noi stiamo facendo male il nostro. A me di loro non me ne frega niente. Appena c'è un primo tocco spostato dobbiamo metterlo in campo alto. A me interessa.
Within that period between the first timeout and the second timeout, Conegliano won 6 points to Navara's 2. And they are closing in on a very comfortable first set win. Igonu waits. And that is the serve into Hancock. Solid block, but Navara come again. Reverse set this time, big swing from right down the line there, straight on Volosh. Replacement to be made. Here is Sara Taja coming in for the captain, Kirikela. More accurate with the serve. Oh, the one-handed set. That is glorious. Igonu pumps it down the line, but what about this set from Volosh? Oh, my goodness. My goodness. Well, if that doesn't make the highlights of the week, I don't know what will. Igonu fires it in. Nearly snaps the net posts. It ripples in so hard. Britt Herbot, known in some parts as the Spider Monkey, fires that serve in. Another great pass, and Igonu. Well, she's blocked. You don't see that very often. The ball goes long, and Navara finally have something to celebrate. Hayley Washington getting up. Alas, it came off the fingertips of a Navara player, so Kim Hill goes back to serve, and once again, it's a 10-point lead. Here's Hancock then. Too hot for De Gennaro this time. Dalderop. Peel around the corner, monster block! Oh, that's huge! We've not had many of those to celebrate tonight. Caterina Bossetti, no way through. Mackenzie Adams, it's all too easy for Conegliano. It is all too easy. So, Lara Caraveo comes in. Hancock. Oh, lovely work by Agonu. Swing by Adams. It's great up there from Agonu. It's a little bit too big from Adams. Sends Washington back to the service line. Just drop that one in, so Volosh has to go looking for it. Oh, Igonu from outside the 3-meter line. She is remarkable. (21-12). Hancock. Again, it's not clean, so De Gennaro with the jump set this time. Swing from Adams. Now Hancock again, right across the net. Oh, well up. It's perhaps the rally of the match so far, finished with a ginormous block. Sarah Farr. Britt Herbots. She's not had the answers so far. Short this time, so Volosh again. That one hammered into the net tape. It's just a little bit scrappy, so who's going to clean it up? Returns at the first time of asking. Reverse set this time to Igonu, who smokes it home. They make it look so easy. I think Hancock's reaction gives you a good indication of how Navara feel at the moment. They are being overwhelmed here at the Palo Verde. Here's Hancock then. Navara needing to build some momentum going into the second set. Have the referees missed that one? I think they might have a conversation. Navara, incandescent that had gone into the net. And we will have a look at a replay here. It's been challenged by Navara. Looks from our angle like Conegliano had taken 4 touches, but we do have the technology in the CEV Champions League final, or semi-finals. I can't imagine this one will take too long. So the block touch was called, and we can clearly see there that the ball has rolled along the net. So the point goes to Navara and Hancock to serve. The left-hander. Kim Hill, no luck this time. Will tip over, so Volosh to Gennaro. Sometimes they're clean, sometimes they're not. The difference is Conegliano just keep on scoring. Pace taken off it by the block, but Sansona can't get there. And Mackenzie Adams serves for the set, 24-14. First set point saved. Here is Caterina Bossetti. Still set point. Into Adams. Volosh. Now a free ball and an opportunity to do it in style. Short set. Finished by far. And Conegliano by far the better team so far on the night. Stefano Lavarini talked about a mountain to climb. That mountain has just got higher and steeper here at the Pala Verde. Imoco Conegliano take the first set and take a huge leap towards the superfinals. 25-15. At 1700, that's 5 p.m. CET, and that is going to be an absolute cracker. Busto 3-2 up after the first leg. Who'd have seen that coming? So back underway in the second set. First attack by Conegliano. Off the block. And Dalderup gets the opening point of the second set. And essential that Navara gets some early momentum. Otherwise, it could be lights out pretty quick. Oh, what a service! What a service! Straight through Mackenzie Adams. Big ace there from Navara. Caterina Bossetti. A second stint with Navara. Oh, wow. Conegliano off the mark through Kim Hill in the second set as they were in the first. Far to serve. Misses the target. Wow. Now she comes to be replaced by the libero. So that's 3-1 Navara. So the captain, Kiri Keller, goes back to serve. Part, of course, of that Champions League winning team. Volosh. Reverse set. Well watched by Igonu. That angle so well. 75% in this match. Unbelievable. But she's missed with the service there. Here's Zanetti. Came on as a replacement in the third set last week. Trusted earlier this time around. De Gennaro, Volosh. A little tip from Hill. Can't get any power on it. De Gennaro into Volosh. Reverse set round the corner. Robin de Cruyff can't finish it. Oh, but she can get a good block in. Oh, Santarelli's got an opinion on that. But the Bulgarian referee, very firm in his decision. They're going to have a look at it, though. So this is the first challenge by Conegliano. Navara had one in the first set, remember. It was successful. Robin de Cruyff penalised wrongly, in her opinion. So the video check will make sure we get the right decision. Stefano Lavarini using this opportunity to do some coaching. Still strange. I know we are best part of a season into this behind closed doors volleyball now, but the Palo Verde, one of the great venues in European volleyball, tucked away in the middle of nowhere, next to a rugby ground. But they come in their thousands to watch this great team bang their drums, sing their songs, wave their flags. Will they be waving them all the way to Verona? And do we have a decision on this video check? So the net touch was called. They're saying there is a net touch, but we don't get to see the replay, but we will have to take their word for it. 5-2 Navara. Much better start in this must-win set. Here's Volosh. Short set, just shunted back. Peel around the corner not working, so Volosh with the jump set. Oh, what a finish. Robin de Cruyff. Robin de Cruyff at the net. Just the angles that Conegliano are generating. Impossible to defend. Especially with the Navara block operating the way it is. Here's Hill. Diving pass, but an accurate one. And Hayley Washington. Again, just a great angle. Even with Igonu's long levers, she can't return that. Dalderop with the serve into Hill. Volosh from midcourt from Igonu. Volosh again. Oh, massive swing. It is just huge play after huge play for Conegliano at the moment. Mackenzie Adams that time. So out comes de Cruyff. Conegliano's level has just dropped a bit. Unforced errors, missing with the serves. So Hayley Washington attempting to extend the lead. Best blocker in the VNL, but stuffs a serve straight into the net. And the two teams exchange service errors. Here's the captain then, Volosh. Just want a clean hit over the net. That's pretty clean from Igonu though. off the block. And despite this sluggish start, Conegliano just 1 point behind now. There aren't many players in the women's game who can generate power and accuracy the way that Paola Agonu does. Oh, that one right off the net tape. There's Hancock. Oh, monster block! And look at the way Agonu just struts away. Two blocks last week, 2 blocks this week. And Hancock sees it coming back, but there's nothing she can do. But it's another error from the service line. Asha Volosh this time, the guilty party. Plenty of points on the net. Hancock with the serve. Really tries to smoke that one into De Gennaro. Kirikella tidies up and Bossetti off the block. Not a lot Far could do about that. So Hancock continues. Navara looking to get to double figures and looking to keep their noses in front. Already they've been more competitive in this second set. Looked for a while like they maybe kept to single figures in the first. Another good service, and Navara scrambling around to keep the ball alive, but there's no keeping that alive. Wow! Adams from backcourt levels things, 9-9. Eyeing up the set. One-on-one with Kirikella. 9-9. Now a few key points here for Navara. They wipe off the block there. Important they did so. Because having led by 3 points in this set, you feel as though if they slip behind, that's when the heads might start to drop. Slavarini said, step by step, you just need to treat it point by point. And they open up a 2-point gap, 11-9. So Bossetti into De Gennaro. Whipped up off the block. Good reverse set. Dalderop getting in on the action this time. I wonder when we might see a timeout called by Santarelli here, because his charges just let their level drop. Conegliano claiming that that one had drifted out, but I think accepting the referee's decision. No challenge there. 9-12. Service errors have gone up big time in this second set. So here's Sarah Farr. Drops that one on for Hancock to set. And Herbots off to Cruyff. Volosh. Oh, round the corner. Tempo is unbelievable. Look at De Cruyff here. So fast. Hayley Washington couldn't even set. 11-13. This one bubbling away nicely. Remember, it is a must-win for Navara. Igonu powers another one through with the right hand. And that's missed. No touch on it. Lovely tip, well up from Igonu though, and it's still alive. Swung back with interest by Adams. And then off the block, and De Gennaro to Volosh. Oh, and Kim Hill wins the point. Well, that had absolutely everything. The pancake from Igonu, the save from De Gennaro, the set, and then the swing from Hill, who has been immaculate today. And we are all square. The last thing Navara want is a service run from Igonu, and then she turns up with an ace. Oh, wow. And Conegliano lead for the first time in the second set, 14-13, and with that the timeout's called.
Non può uscire di lato. Se vuoi il money out, vai contro e gli dai effetto colpendo la mano. L'altra cosa, now, you know, you said that we must go out from this rotation with the first possibility we have. So, set is the only call, because if we have the ball around the 3 meters, you can also play, you can also take a risk on that ball. But, anyway, the ball in the center of the court, we don't have to put the ball close to the net in this rotation. Just keep the ball.
Well, the pressure starting to build on Navara after a great start to this second set. Conegliano getting momentum through this woman here, Paola Igonu. Another powerhouse serve that Dalderop offers up the free ball on De Gennaro. Again, it's Kimberly Hill. Silken hands from Volosh. Rated by many. Certainly is among the best setters in the women's game. It's no surprise why. Igonu continues. Could this be a match-winning service run? Oh, with blocks like that it could. Robin De Cruyff stands high at the net. And Stefano Lavarini is left scratching his head and wondering what to do. It was a one-on-one. Washington swings straight down De Cruyff's channel. Another ace! Oh, Igonu is running the show from the service line. The timeout was called at 14-13, and Conegliano have won all of the points since they left the court. They were 2, 3, 4 points behind in this second set, and this service run from Igonu, well, Navara need to see the back of it as soon as possible, and they do, finally. It comes to an end. But are Navara able to turn a 3-point deficit around in the same way that Conegliano did? Elisa Zanetti needs a good start here. And the service is in, so Volosh waits at the net. Hill gets blocked, but it drops wide. 18-14. And Dalderop misses wildly. Just trying to get a touch off Volosh, but she didn't get a fingertip on that. And Navara, well, you wonder how much belief there is in this confident squad, given the outcome of every match against Conegliano this season. There have been 4 domestic ties. All of them have gone the way of the Panteri. And none of them have been particularly close. Bit of luck off the net tape, but making up for the luck with a massive block. Hayley Washington making it count. When you get these opportunities, they have to stick. Oh, and they did there. Big left paw from Washington. Yeah, so this season, this is the 4th time the teams have played. When they met in Serie A, Conegliano won 3-0 and 3-0. Here's Igonu. Oh, a big block on Igonu. Is the momentum back with Navara? Have we counted them off too soon? Plenty on that service. And nothing wrong with the set, but they saw Igonu coming. And Washington goes big. They met recently, 14th of March in the Coppa Italia. It is as close as Navara have got. They took 1 set on that occasion as Conegliano call a timeout here at 19-17. Yeah, that was 25-17, 25-23, 22-25, 25-18.
When you move here, they knock, they don't. So you can play. Right, yeah.
So they played 11 sets. No, 14 sets now. And only one of them gone the way of Navara. And they've only got over 20 points on a handful of occasions as well. Conegliano, certainly with the bragging rights for this season. Although that's a massive ace serve. A massive ace serve. But of course, Navara with the bragging rights, having beaten Conegliano in that super final in Berlin. Adding the Champions League trophy to their cabinet before their illustrious neighbours. Good service. Igonu, well kept up at the backcourt by Herbots. Hey, we're level. We've got a game on our hands. Oh, the pendulum swinging here at the Pala Verde. A massive show of character here from Navara because they could have disappeared out of this game, but they're still alive. Herbots needs a service run. Gets the signal to Cruyff. Waits, but it's into the net. (2019). In comes Lara Caravello. Cruyff out. Caravello, she's earned her right coming up through the ranks in Serie B, in Serie A 2 before signing with Conegliano. She floats that one in accurately but gets beaten at the back of the court. Here we go, 20-20. Bossetti winning the point. Straight through the gap, very accurate indeed. Don't forget, head over to Twitter. The CEV's Twitter pages, along with the Champions League specific ones, they'll give you the opportunity to vote for the MVP of the match. Of course, it's where you can follow all of the news as well as Sarah returns, specialist server And it goes to Volosh, and just like that, Conegliano back into the lead. Of course, over on Instagram as well, and YouTube, some exclusive content with some of the best players as we build towards not just the Champions League final, but an incredibly busy summer of volleyball that climaxes with Euro Volley. 21-20, Conegliano. Big few points coming up. That one's got a touch. The Bulgarian first referee had a little think about which way to put his arm there. But it's gone Navara's way, so they're up over 20, and we're all square. Really are at the business end of this match now, so Misha Hancock, VNL champion internationally, bangs that one into the net tape that comes into Volosh. Just sent into space so Hancock can set. Backcourt pipe, and De Gennaro is under it again. She's been flawless. Here's Agonu. Second bite of the cherry. Gets a touch. She wins the point so instinctually. But De Gennaro deserves huge amounts of credit there. The ball was deflected. (22-21) to level things. No way through. It's a monster block. Sarah Farr's claiming it. Up alongside Agonu. No way through for Zanetti. 23-21. Out goes Zanetti. And Mackenzie Adams serving in those pink-tipped shoes. Navara need this point desperately, but they don't get it because it's back-to-back blocks. Sarah Farr. Oh, Conegliano on the verge.
Se vogliamo giocare col muro, se non abbiamo la qualità della riccio, dobbiamo giocare i colpi alti. Non c'è storia, è ancora lì, facciamo cambio palla. Prima abbiamo fatto 3 palle di fila nel break, ne possiamo fare 3 palle di fila nel break, credeteci. Però prima mettiamo a posto sto cambio palla, se non abbiamo la qualità della riccio, i colpi alti e lavoriamo le mani. Vai!
Set point Conegliano, and watch the reaction if this ball hits the floor. Mackenzie Adams serving for the set. It's a safe serve, a float serve, and Navara have the first chance to win the point, which they do. Set point saved, and they're still alive. Well, it was nearly 3 huge blocks on Conegliano, wasn't it? So Zanetti returns for Popolini. Second set point. Bossetti serving to stay in it. Oh, it's an ace. It's a mistake from Adams. Maybe, just maybe, the first sign of nerves. Daniela Santarelli aims to calm those nerves by calling his second time out of the set.
Quindi giochiamo lì, questa base 7 va benissimo, anticipo lì, l'avambraccio va benissimo, ok? Oh, anticipate with the arm and with the legs, okay? Because the serve is not strong. Hey, but now is important. Before, okay, now is important.
Crederci, vai da una parte, o fai un passo a destra, a sinistra, ma non faglielo vedere prima.
2 set points saved. Conegliano leading by a set and by 24 points to 23. Caterina Bossetti serving to stay in the Champions League. De Gennaro, Volosh, Igonu! And that's the second set, and that's the celebration. It is back-to-back super finals for Conegliano. And it is that tried and tested combination. De Gennaro, Volosh, Igonu. 3 world-class players who are going to get to do it on the biggest stage of all in Verona on the 1st of May. It's an unassailable lead. And who can stand in their way? Vakif Bank or Busto are the only ones. And both of those have got a very difficult second leg tomorrow. Look how cool and calm Paolo Igonu is. 24 minutes and 27 minutes respectively. It was a braver effort in that second set from Navara. But Conegliano, ice running through their veins. Is this year the year? We still need to see out the remainder of the match, so we'll be back with the third set in a few moments' time. And a few adjustments being made. No surprise, the net has taken a hammering in this match. Some serious power on both sides of it. So plenty going on in the men's and women's competitions, of course. I've already mentioned the second leg of that beautifully poised semi-final between Busto and Vakif Bank. Vakif Bank with it all to do. They need a win tomorrow. Otherwise, they're going out. And I think many people, before the competition even started, may have predicted a Vakif Bank versus Conegliano final. In the men's, it is Perugia versus Trentino, and then Kedzierzyn Kozle against Zenit Kazan. So that's all still to come this week, and hopefully you'll join us for all of those matches. But we're back underway here. And Navara first out of the blocks. Cristina Chirichella winning the first point of the second set as Sansona comes out. It's not too long before Conegliano are level. Igonu. That service run in the second set, probably what turned the tables. And that one's come back at the first time of asking. And Igonu off the block. Again, a match-winning performance from a special, special talent. .13 points again, 18 last week. Just a perpetual top scorer. From the backcourt, big swing from Adams. She's had a great game as well. Here's Igonu then, 3-1 Conegliano. Hancock. Ace service. Oh, Navara not going down without a fight. Well, Conegliano with their noses in front. This usually only means one thing for the opposition. So clinical. So, Kimberly Hill to serve, one of the contenders for MVP, surely. Hancock has to go searching for that. Hey, it's a good swing, though. Britt Herbots. Through the gap. You look at how much height she gives to the people at the net. She is a remarkable athlete. Plenty on that service as well. Mackenzie Adams with the return and then off the block from Igonu. So many attacking options for Conegliano, whether it's Hill or Igonu or Adams who's pulled her weight or De Cruyff. We've not seen many of the rallies that often make the Women's Champions League matches so exciting. Because they've just been so clinical. Ah, this is more like it. Hancock. De Cruyff keeps it alive. There's Volosh. Cross court to Adams. Makes it a 2-point lead. There's Stefano Lavarini. He's going to have to wait at least another season to make his big impact at continental level. What a show of quality from the Italian league, though 3 of the 4 semi-finalists. Of course, the defending champions as well. There's Adams again. Oh, great up from the libero. Herbots from back court. Well, she's pressed the accelerator pedal. Maybe too little, too late. That is brilliant from Sansona. Five, 6 on the serve. Here's Washington. Pops that one into Hill. Oh, Serafar. So fast. It's so fast. Asha Volosh. 7-5. There is Hancock. Plenty on that service, but it's a huge block. Far claiming it. She's another one. What a game she's had. Well, whoever they play in the super finals, one thing's for sure, this Conegliano team fear absolutely no one. Here's Volosh from the service line. Hancock. Again, De Gennaro. And Sansona, the liberos, more than pulling their weight. Oh, De Gennaro couldn't keep it up this time. But not for want of trying from Monica De Gennaro. Not for want of trying. Service there into De Gennaro. Too much on that one from Adams. They think there's a touch. Igonu thinks there's a touch. Oh, we're going to have a look at it as well. Paula Igonu was adamant. She went straight to the bench, so the second referee will take some time to look at this. Oh, someone sees the funny side at least. No, that's missed by some considerable distance. I'm not sure that is Paula Egonu's best shout this evening. And the match continues. 8-7, Conegliano leads. Didn't take Egonu long to make up for it though, did it? Did not take her long at all. Beautiful set. Farr just stays in place, which fixes the block because they're weary of that quick ball that she's had throughout the match. Now Adams. Bossetti with the pass and the swing. Can't finish it off, but Kimberly Hill can. Hill and Egonu celebrating together there. Are they the most potent combo in World Club Volleyball? If there's a more potent combo, then get it in. At CE Volleyball CL is where you can tweet it. 10-7, Conegliano lead. 15 points away from another clean sweep. Here's Volosh. Which way does she go? She goes short to Farr. Three great options. Farr, Hill, Egonu. How do you defend it? So a change at middle for Navara. Bonifazio coming in. Capped Italian international, of course. Just missed the serve there, but it's drifted long. So Navara get the point. So Bossetti. Into De Gennaro, Volosh. Off the block from Hill. Straight through Hancock, looked disappointed with herself, but that came with some venom from the American Kim Hill. Here is Farr, looking to push on to double figures in terms of points. She's currently on 8. Oh, nice short ball. Washington gets that from Hancock. Oh, that's huge. Back court from Mackenzie Adams. Oh, wow. Well, this has been an exhibition from Conegliano. Bossetti disappointed she didn't get hands to that, but given the circumstances. Oh, Asha Volosh, the captain, comes out. What a great evening she's had again. When was the last time you saw her have a bad game? Whether it's for the national team or for this club team, she is one of the very best on the planet as Hancock finds Washington. Good point, well earned. Well, Conegliano starting to ring the changes now. So Egonu coming out. Is that Giulia Gennari coming in? Recognised setter. Oh, she gets her first touch. Not a point-winning touch yet. Oh! What an up again by the libero. Then off the block from backcourt, Mackenzie Adams. De Gennaro keeping the ball alive, and Adams arriving like a freight train. Lucille Giquel coming on, wearing number 3 for Conegliano as well. Round the corner from Washington. She's been one of the shining lights for Navara. Here is Herbot. Was brought off after 2 sets last week. Trusted for all 3 this time. Oh, and then a lift is given against the new setter. So Navara not out of this yet. Here's De Cruyff. That one just catches the breeze. 13-15 as Sansona comes out. Still high 10s all round. Libero's always doing a great job of keeping team spirit high. Here's Washington. Oh, great angle again. Oh, wow, nothing Zanetti can do about that. That is Jiquel coming on, scoring her first point. The replacement outside. That'll do her confidence the world of good. And here she is to serve. That one dropped onto Hancock. Washington again. Play on the second ball. Mackenzie Adams loitering in the front of the net. It's fired into her, and that's the timeout called. Stefano Lavarini at a loss here. Nothing going in the way of his team.
Questa la possiamo gestire bene. Sono occasioni quelle lì, Sono palle per noi. Brava, sei entrata bene in attacco. Attenzione con la Jiquel. Mano sinistra che comunque entra un po' più diagonale. Solo quando c'è la wash in battuta prendiamo parallela e lei fa un botto di pallonetti, quindi il 2 deve stare attento a quelle palle lì. Andiamo!
Timeout called at 17-13. I'd imagine one of the huddles would have been a lot more relaxed than the other. Jiquel continues from the service line. Oh, it's an ace. It is an ace. She's had some impact in the match. Come in, scored from a beautiful angle. Then off her service, they call the timeout. And then she punches one up the line to serve an ace. Oh, De Gennaro. You run out of superlatives for a performance like this. Monster block! It is huge! It is far! Oh, Sarah Farr has been unbelievable this evening. Out goes Zanetti, returning Malvina Smartsek-Godek. 19-13. Oh, with that, the service run ends. But I think the hopes for Navara of restoring any pride in the performance ended long before. There's Herbot. Came here with high expectations. It's her old team, Busto, who find themselves with the best opportunity to make the final. Adams again. Straight through her opposite number, Sansona, 11 on 11. Out comes Mackenzie Adams, all smiles, and Kim Hill as well. Two huge performances. 20 points to 14. Conegliano ringing the changes. And Lara Caravello with the opportunity from the service line. Omarui coming in wearing number 9. Not even an opportunity for her to touch the ball before Navara get back on the scoreboard. 15 points to 20. Bossetti. Here's De Gennaro. Oh, short set, and Sarah Farr. She has been flawless. Flawless on those short sets. But a mistake from the service line. 21-16 here at the Palo Verde. Here's De Gennaro with the set this time. Big swing, huge power there. Omarui gets her first point. How about this for a way to introduce yourself? And with that, Navara are challenging because they don't think they've got a touch on that. And from that replay we saw, maybe they've got a case here. Second referee, Andrea. Didn't take too long for that. Yeah, it was a big miss. It was a big miss. 17-21. A few replacements on for Conegliano, so perhaps Navara can pinch something here. Not with serves like that. Bonifazio. 22-17. 3 points is all that's required. Hancock needs a good set. Gets a decent set, but the defence from Conegliano has been exemplary throughout the match. Oh, and a two-touch called on Hancock. That is a brutal call. (23-17). Out comes Robin de Cruyff now, replaced by Boutian. And the timeout called. As I was saying before, just so great to see Robin de Cruyff playing at this level. After all the bad luck she's had with injuries, named as a libero, the second libero, when they played in the Final Four in Romania a couple of years ago.
We position 6 in front, okay, in the space, and we are ready for the tip. Then, from 4 and from 2, if you decide to close the antenna, okay? Right.
Close down 10. Looking to shut down Kiri Keller. But I'm not sure that's going to matter. Conegliano 23, Navara 17. And this could be another emphatic victory for the Panteri. Ooh, Gennari. It's a little long. Not much in it though. That was a nervous leave from Navara. Smartsek Godek to serve into De Gennaro. Flawless as always. Smartek Godek keeps the ball alive. Punched down the line by Washington. Washington has been exemplary today. What a huge amount else she could have done. 19-23. Despairing dive from Smartek Godek. The ball hits the floor, and Conegliano have a match point. Caravello comes out. Serving for the match. And this the first match point, of course. Here's Hancock. That one just pushed into space. There's the swing to win it. Oh, Mackenzie Adams can't make it stick this time. So first match point saved. First match point saved still. 3 match points to go. Britt Herbots. 20-24. The Belgian swings the right hand at it. Here's Adams. Off the block, it finds the ground. It is a 3-0 victory for Conegliano. A 3rd Champions League final. And a 2nd consecutive Super Finals beckons. It's the one hole that needs to be filled in their trophy cabinet. They've had a remarkable half-decade. Italian champions, Cup champions, Super Cup champions, World Club Championship winners, but defeated finalists. The team that defeated them, Igor Gorgonzola Novara in 2019, led by Paolo Igonu. Is it Igonu who will lead Conegliano to the championship in Verona at the Super Finals in a few weeks' time? Well, Asha Volosh awarded the hamper for the MVP, but it could have been anyone. Her, Kim Hill, Paolo Igonu, Sarah Farr, Monica Di Gennaro. They were all exemplary, superb, world-class performers this evening. And those celebrations will continue. They're quieter than normal, certainly not by the players, but usually the faithful here would be blowing the rafters off the rooftops. Alas, hopefully they've enjoyed the coverage at home, and they will do so as well in Verona on the 1st of May. But who will face them? Will it be an all-Italian affair? Can Busto overcome Vakif Bank, or can Giovanni Chiudetti spark another comeback and book his place and his team's place in another Champions League final? Well, here are some of the best bits, and of course the moments where Conegliano booked their place in the final. Do stick with us, because there will be an interview to come. But thank you very much for joining us this evening. CEV Champions League Volleyball. And I'm sure you'll agree, from the way Conegliano played this evening, it is the best club championship, if not the best overall championship on the planet. A 3-0 victory here for Conegliano. Interviews still to come on the show. But look at those celebrations. Brilliant moments, strange moments behind closed doors, but they have not let it affect the way they play here in the Prosecco region. Confirmation of the score then: 25-15, 25-23, 25-20. As dominant a performance as a team could hope for in a semi-final. 74 minutes last week. 76 minutes this week. And Conegliano looking to add Champions League success to the domestic success. This arguably their greatest season. Is it their greatest team? Here are some of the statistics then. The only one that counts, of course, is 3-0. Navara, believe it or not, with more aces, winning attacks. Look at that, 58 blocks